channel. This is a pick a card reading with messages from Mary Magdalene. And let me go ahead and flip the camera so you can see the piles. Okay, here we have our 3 piles with group 1 on the left with the rose. The beautiful dried rose. Group 2 in the middle with the key. Silver key. And group 3 on the right with the Mary Magdalene and Jesus pendant. It's a beautiful pendant. Okay. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to make your selection. And I will see you in your video. Timestamps are below in the description box, and the chapters should be right at the bottom of the video. So thank you, and I will see you soon. Hey, group 1, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the rose. And roses traditionally have symbolism of love and affection and relationship, particularly in your reading. I think this has to do with relationship with the self, and I'll explain why as we go. The rose is also associated with beauty. Beauty and pain. You know, roses typically have thorns. So it's really all about balance. When you see a rose, that means balance is to be struck. It's also a symbol of a promise and new beginnings, which was very in line with your cards. And it is a symbol of growth. If you see how a rose grows, it spirals outward and expands. And I just love how this rose symbolism went along well with your cards. The first card I want to discuss is the Maiden of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. And this was really to represent what needs nourishing in your life, or what needs to be nurtured. And the Page of Cups is all about new beginnings. So again, with the rose symbolism, and I love that the card has a bunch of roses. So this is some new opportunity for you, or some new beginning. You're starting at something new. The Page of Cups is also, it exudes beauty and self-expression. It's all about uninhibited self-expression. So being vulnerable. See how naked she is. The pearl symbolism, I feel, was really important too to the message. Pearls are just a beautiful luminescent thing. They symbolize wisdom gained with experience, which is all about the Page of Cups. Like I said, you know, you're new at something. This is a new beginning. Pages are usually young energy. They're fresh-faced. They're starting something new. So whatever it is, this new journey for you, it's all about getting in touch with your soul. Pearls can be symbols also of the soul. So it's like digging deep within yourself and then learning how to express that freely. It's freedom of expression, and usually it's creative expression or artistic expression. I recently learned that high-level monks, when they pass on, they've been known, or more than one at least, has been known to, when their physical body dissolves and their light body emerges, they leave behind a pearl, which I just thought was so crazy. You could look more into that, but the way a pearl forms, it's similar to this spiraling outward of the rose that I discussed. So it forms in layers. It starts with like a grain of sand or something getting into the mollusk. And then it's like the mollusk attacks it, and it forms this film or like this pearlescence inside of it. And to kind of get rid of that grain of sand or whatever that's like the parasite. It could be a parasite too that's come inside of it. And then anyway, it eventually alchemizes and forms into this beautiful pearl, and it's iridescent. It's formed, like I said, in layers. So I just feel like this is also a symbol of you right now. It's like you're starting at the beginning, but you're forming in layers and you're expanding outward again, like that rose, like that beautiful rose. You're just blossoming into this new person, and it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, like a strand of pearls like around her neck, and she's standing over the pearls. So you are at a beautiful point in your life. And then the card to signify you was the Hanged Man, which is all about surrender and release. So I feel like this is saying just surrender and release. Surrender to this new beginning. Release anything that's holding you back from this. Don't struggle and fight it. If you see the Hanged Man, you know, he is hanging upside down from one foot on the tree of wisdom, the tree of knowledge. And it's like he's not fighting it. He's just kind of hanging out. He's surrendered to his situation. So, you know, if you're coming up against some difficulty, if you're coming up against some painful ordeals or some thorns, then this is saying just surrender to it. You're in the right place at the right time. And things are coming to you as needed, all in divine timing. So if you are going through a difficult point or you're learning, you know, some difficult life lessons, it's just like surrender and be open to it, because you're blossoming. And, you know, pain does come in growth, but it's all for your greater good. And this beautiful rose is going to emerge. And for your oracle card today, you got the Judgment. And that is all, again, about just uninhibited self-expression and self-acceptance. Let me open up, and this is the Magdalene Oracle guidebook. We did channel messages from Mary Magdalene. So these are her messages for you. It says, love and accept all of who you are as you are. Every trait serves a purpose, and until you see the light within you, you will not see the light in others. So I'll read more at the end of your reading, but yeah, so this is all about self-acceptance. All right, let me move the camera down just a little bit for you, and we'll move your cards over. Let's put her up here. You can still see her. Okay, somewhat. We'll move her back if we need to. Okay, we just need a little bit of room. Okay, guys, so Mary Magdalene. Oh, wow, the Fool, a new beginning. Wow. He was upright, though, from where I'm looking. Okay, let me make sure the camera's in a good spot. Okay. All right. So, guys, can you tell me what situations does group one find themselves in right now? What situation? So you got the Five of Wands. Fives are always a challenging energy. A lot of times this can be, you know, if it's an outward struggle, it's like the comparison game. It's like you're comparing yourself to other people, which you really shouldn't do at this time in your life. If you're at a new beginning, you really can't compare yourself because you just started. You know, this is the new beginning. So it's like, don't focus on the outward appearance or what other people are doing. It's like you're on your own journey. This is a singular journey of self-love and self-acceptance. It could also symbolize, like, all these wands could be like your thoughts. It's like struggling, like an internal struggle with a bunch of different thoughts in your head of maybe how things should be, where you should be at this time in your life. And it's just like a chaotic struggle energy. And really, that's just going to distract you and hold you back and prevent you from expressing freely, which is what you need to do right now. You need to embrace this self expression. What else about their situation, guides? What else? What else about their self expression? No, sorry, about their situation. Okay, well, what's going to help them overcome the situation? The Two of Cups. Okay, so this is all about balance and harmony. And I feel like acceptance again. This just feels like it's like, to me right now, looking at this card, she feels reluctant to give this guy her cup. It's like she's reluctant to share. She's afraid. Maybe you've been hurt in the past. I am trying to keep these readings shorter than I have in the past, so I didn't ask about recent past, but to me, that's what this feels like, that you're guarded. You've been hurt in the past and you're afraid to give up that part of you. And self-expression is all about kind of giving a piece of yourself to the world. Yeah. This symbol here, the lion with the wings, it can symbolize ego. And a lot of times, especially with this card, coming up next to it, it's like maybe that's what's blocking you. It's this ego, that's telling you, you're not good enough, or that, whatever it is, it's not enough, or, it's like inner critic vibes, or perfectionism. It's that ego standing in the way and telling you that you can't do this, or you should have your guard up, or you need to protect yourself. But the Two of Cups is saying, no, embrace, this balance of giving and receiving, and being vulnerable with someone. Twos are about relationships. And we said that in the beginning with the rose. Roses are about relationships. So, I said a relationship with yourself, but maybe at this point in your life, it is important that you open up to outward relationships with other people, that you make connections. What else, guides? What's going to help them overcome this obstacle? What's going to help them overcome? Yeah, so this is all about your self-worth. It's really about nurturing yourself, like we kind of discussed before. But yeah, nurturing your talents and your gifts, realizing that you do have them. You were born with divine talents and gifts, inherent gifts within you. It's nothing you have to earn, or kind of gain, or like it self real you don't really need to do anything. You already have them within you. So it's just understanding that and letting them blossom like the rose, and nurturing them. Water your rose. Give it, the Empress is all about the beautiful and the sensual. It's like what you can experience with your senses. So give yourself that self-care that you need, that you can taste and smell, and the comforts you can feel, that you can sensate. That it's all about nurturing yourself the way a mother would. So nurture these talents within you, even if you're at the early stages. A lot of times this is the artist card. Maybe you just started doing art, or whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe you just started it, and so you struggle with the inner critic telling you it's not good enough. But it's saying, no, just be nice to yourself, mother yourself, treat yourself well, and realize that you have value. You need to embrace your self-worth. And that's really going to help you at this time. And it's going to help these beautiful gifts emerge. Okay, so that's the obstacle and how to overcome. Any other advice for group one? Other advice for group one? Seeing a lot of red, root chakra, so a lot of grounding will help you right now. A lot of blue, which is self-expression, throat chakra. So opening your throat, clearing your throat, really speaking your truth. Any other advice for group one? Okay. Another two. Wow. So this card, Two of Swords, is just saying, wow, that fell right there by the other two. This is all about embracing like the state of limbo, the state of in between, where you're at in your life, where there's a lot of unknown and uncertainty. This says be calm and peaceful and receptive to this energy and this time and place in your life. It is okay to, see how she's blindfolded? She can't see what's ahead, and that's okay. There's so many blessings ahead. Usually, when we're at this point in our life, we just can't see them yet. So it's like embracing the calm of the in between and trusting the unknown, trusting your angels and your guides, trusting your divine support. See how the swords are crossing over her chest, over her heart in protection. It's saying you probably feel right now that you need to protect your heart because, like I said, you've maybe been hurt in the past. But this is all about opening your heart. You need to open your heart. You need to let others in. You need to let your gifts emerge. Let's read again in the Magdalene Oracle book. Yeah, it says how you feel about the world around you is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. Everything you see in others reflects something in you. So it's about embracing these outward relationships so that they can reflect back to you the things that you need to see within yourself that maybe you're struggling to see or you're struggling to be open to. It says you draw people, situations, and events into your life that reflect what you are yet to love about yourself. Wow. Yes. So, definitely a time of reflection, reflecting on your relationships and those things, because they are going to show you where you need to love yourself right now. They're going to show you, which is the Empress in reverse, they're going to show you the parts of yourself that are feeling neglected. And those parts are what's blocking your self expression and your creativity from flowing freely. It says, as you journey through life, you grow in wisdom. The pearl symbolism that we talked about earlier. Wow. It's wisdom gained through experience. It says, eventually you will realize that many of your perceptions of good and bad, of right and wrong, were merely illusion. Wow. All right, group one, that's all I have for you. I hope this reading gave you some clarity, guidance, comfort, some kind of peace. If it did resonate, this is the Judgment card again. Wow, look how beautiful. Then go ahead and like this video for me, share it with others. And if you feel called to look at the other groups, please do. I did notice that this week, a lot of the groups were connected. So if you feel called to another group, just go ahead and go to the timestamp and skip to that video. And I will see you next week. Thank you. Hey, group two, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the key. And keys symbolize unlocking potential. Whenever I see a key, I always think about you hold the keys to your heaven on earth. It's definitely about unlocking something, releasing something, and letting it come through. And it also made me think of security. When we lock something up, we're securing it. And that did come through in some of these cards. And then also when I think about a key, I think about like holding the keys, like holding the codes, that you need, holding the answers, holding, the keys, the what's going to help you succeed. And they also have an element of mystery or like hidden knowledge aspect to them. So I found that very interesting. And then in your cards today, let's start with this one. So this card symbolizes what you need to nourish or nurture right now. And you got the Four of Pentacles, which has the key at the top. So again, Four of Pentacles can have that message of security. Fours are about stability and foundations, and Pentacles are like the physical things in life. So I do feel like that you are trying to build some financial security potentially for yourself. It could just be security and the practical things like your routine and your structure, the foundation. Maybe you're building something right now, like let's say a new business or a new project, or you're trying to bring something, an idea or something into the physical, and you're really building up that foundation, the foundationary elements, the physical, practical things, the step-by-step things you need to accomplish your goal. And then again, like I said before, it can also be about building up physical abundance. See all the gold. See how it looks like the pentacles or coins are like going into the cup. So it's like filling your cup with the foundational things, the stability that you need, the security that you need at this point in your life. It is a card of potential abundance and security. Yeah, like I said, it's about foundation, stability, structure. That's what fours are about. And then the practical things of the pentacles. And then the card for you that you got, though, right now that symbolizes you, this is your signifier card, it signifies you, was the Nine of Cups, which is a card of like wish fulfillment and contentment and happiness. So it looks like you are in a content place. It does look like you could be protecting something with his arms crossed, folded over one another. He's very grounded in his stance. So it does seem like you're building something, you're protecting something, and maybe you're at a point in your life where you do have a lot of things that you can be happy about and grateful for. This can be a card of a message of gratitude. So be grateful for what you do have. And when you are grateful, you attract more abundance. You just draw it to you. It's like you magnetize it. So that could be a message there too, to have more gratitude right now. But it looks like you do have a lot to be grateful for. And there could be wish fulfillment happening for you right now or in the very near future. There could be something that you've been wishing for and it's being drawn to you. It's a message that your wish will be fulfilled. Let's put that up here. And then your oracle card from Mary Magdalene. We did ask for messages from Mary Magdalene. It was the Lovers, and I found that very interesting. I'm really drawn to all the stars in the card. It's a very beautiful card. I feel like, you could be embracing this energy within yourself. It's like a merging, a balancing. Force could be about balance, right? Stability and structure. So it's almost like a merging of maybe two aspects of you, of the divine feminine, the divine masculine. There's some kind of, major embodiment of love happening. The Lovers is usually a message of love in all its forms, self-love, love of someone else, love of your surroundings, being grateful for your surroundings. The message in the guidebook has a beautiful poem. Here's the guidebook. It's Magdalene Oracle guidebook. And I'll just read the beginning of it and we'll come back to it at the end of the reading. But it says, "Through you, I see what I otherwise cannot see. The reflection of a star so bright that its light fills heaven." Yeah, I just want to read the whole thing. It says, "Glimmering creations floating out to sea, love in heavenly bodies, your love forever unfolds, forever illuminates through endless cycles and seasons, and God and Goddess dream through us." Yeah, so that, like I said, the merging of the masculine and feminine, divine feminine energies. So it's through endless cycles and seasons. You may be going through, well, you're a 9 right now. So you're probably closing up a cycle and getting ready to start anew. And that can be a really scary point. I mean, if you're working on finishing something or ending, closing up a karmic cycle, it's like the end is near. And then the scary point is like the unknown of what's next, the new cycle. So, ending cycles, especially karmic cycles, can be very difficult, can be a trying time. But again, with the key symbolism saying you have the key, you have all that you need to do this. Let's just get more guidance. So, guides, more information on the situation group 2 finds themselves in. More information on the situation. Wow. Okay, we got the Page of Swords. So this does symbolize a new beginning. He is the page of the air element. So he has a high intellect. This could be symbolizing you right now, or it could just, a lot of times he has his head in the clouds. So you could be lost in thought. You have a lot to think about right now, a lot going on mentally. It's also a message of, staying calm amidst like chaos, or he's kind of got a lot going on in his environment. It looks, and there's like a rugged terrain he's standing on, like the trees are blowing, there's clouds up in the sky. You might not really have clarity of thought right now. You might not know your next move, like I talked about before in the new beginning. It can be, your vision might be clouded. There might be a sense of uncertainty. See how the birds are all flying kind of chaotic, like it's, lots of things happening around you, and you're trying to find some stable, solid ground with the foundation message again. Wow. Yeah, and the Page of Swords usually like quick to swing his sword. He's quick to kind of be defensive. So it might be a message too of learning to hold back and kind of think before you speak. He can have kind of a sharp tongue. Yeah, it just looks like you're trying to find your footing among a bunch of change. What obstacle do they have to overcome in the situation, guides? What's the obstacle? Strength. Yeah, so I really feel like it's finding compassion for yourself and what you're going through. When I see this card, I always think it exudes the strength and compassion. And see how she's like caressing, like nurturing, loving the lion. He's just like purring and submissing to her. So I think it's really speaking of, of course, it could be a message of fortitude and courage for what you have to go through at the end of the cycle and the beginning of a new one. And look at this, reminds me of, endless cycles, the infinity sign. But it's a message of bringing compassion for yourself and love, and moving through it with compassion and love. And that's going to give you strength. And really, not resisting to things. It's like going with the flow of life and moving with it and seeing the lesson in trying times, and again, moving through it with love. So that's your obstacle. What's going to help them overcome it? What's going to help them with this? Well, we just said love and compassion and strength, but what else? Yeah, and strategy. Really, Seven of Swords is about strategy. So it's really about strategizing your moves and taking your power with you. It's interesting, this card, he's stealing these swords from a camp, but it's in broad daylight, and it's crazy. There's people in the background. No one sees him. No one's stopping him. So I feel like for you, it's just a message of like making a plan of attack and and using your resources to your advantage, and to really help you, finding the right timing. Any additional messages for group 2? Additional messages. Wow. Okay. So this is a rite of passage for you, again, with the 4 imagery. Yeah, you're going through some kind of rite of passage. Interesting with the key symbolism. Again, with unlocking your potential. I almost feel like that's a keyhole up there. That's crazy. And these wands are like, the doorway through to the key, or to the keyhole, to like unlocking your potential again. And then the 10 of Pentacles came up, which is a card of abundance and legacy. So that is so beautiful for you. Like I said before, it's that and it's a wish fulfillment. You've wanted something for a really long time, whether it's just the financial security for you or and your family. But this is saying it's bigger than that. You're building up a legacy. You're building up a stable future. Whatever that wish was, you're building it up. Maybe it's a home. Maybe it's just a lot of abundance. You have multiple physical things that you've been trying to attract and cultivate and grow, and saying you're going to get this. It's coming. Just keep moving through whatever you're going through with love and compassion, and really strategize and use the opportunities that come. It's saying that you have all the keys you need to move through this. So really just be open to how it's going to manifest. And one more message, guides, for group 2. One more message. Wow, King of Pentacles. He is the master of the physical realm. Yeah, you're going to become a master. You're going to gain all the abundance and stability that you desire. It's just a matter of time. And it's a matter of you embodying that King of Pentacles energy and knowing you hold the key, that you hold the key to your heaven on earth. You can unlock your potential. It's maybe about, thinking outside of the box and realizing all that you have, reclaiming your power. Swords can be about that. All right, that's all I have for you, group 2. I hope this message gives you some inspiration or clarity or guidance along your path. If any of the messages did resonate, please like the video and share it, and I will see you next week. Thank you. Hey, group 3, welcome to your reading. This reading is for you if you chose the Mary Magdalene and Jesus pendant. And this is beautiful, beautiful pendant that was gifted to me. Jewelry and a tarot reading can symbolize the need for financial security and a desire for abundance. I just really felt like the divine feminine Mary Magdalene and divine masculine Christ, just that symbolism was really calling to me within this. And it does seem to go along with the cards you've pulled. So let's go ahead and, like the other groups, we'll start with this one. And this is from the Goddess of Love Tarot. And you got the 2 of Pentacles. And I just really find it so interesting, the yin and yang symbolism and how it lined up so perfectly with Jesus Christ is in white, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine in red. And yeah, just it's like the embodiment of both of these energies within balance within yourself. And then also within a relationship, I think it was group one got a lot of two symbolism also, and it had to do with kind of embodying or balancing energies within the self, and then also within relationship. And I feel like that suits you too within this group. So if you were at all called to group one, maybe go back and listen to those messages as well. There might be something there for you. But again, with you, with this group, I want to read in the guidebook because I really love the message of this Two of Pentacles. So let me do that real quick. So the Goddess of Love Tarot, it says, Two of Pentacles indicates the relationship that exists between the head and heart, between the self and other, and between the body and the outside world. This duality reflects the interplay between opposing forces before a decision is made. Remember to practice radical honesty. Explore the answers hidden within the physicality of the self. Ask yourself what the situation calls for and feel into the sensations, which is pentacles, that arise when you question how you give this to yourself. Listen to the wisdom of your body and then decide, allowing things to evolve both within and outside your control is an act of love and service to the world. So allowing things to evolve both within and outside your control is an act of love and service to the world. Interesting. Yeah, that's very Two of Pentacles energy to me, because typically it's someone juggling. So it is a lot of managing what is within and without your control, or not within your control. Yeah, and the Mary Magdalene Oracle card you got for this week was the Beloved, and I'm skipping ahead. And then your signifier card was the Hierophant. And what's so interesting, well, okay, since somehow I pulled this one out first, this could symbolize marriage. This is your signifier card. It signifies you. It could just mean that you're a Taurus sun sign or a Taurus sun, moon, or rising sign. But when the card came out, let me see, yeah, you're seeing it. I did hear the word commitment. Now, it doesn't have to mean a marriage. I just found it very interesting. We have Mary Magdalene and Jesus here, and then the Beloved card, and this can be a card of marriage, but I heard commitment. It could be a spiritual commitment, or it could be like you're following a new spiritual path. It could be of religion. You could be starting out in a new religion, a new religious path for yourself. It could be an education, a commitment to a new education program. The Hierophant usually symbolizes routine and structure, or it could symbolize institution, which could be, marriage, education, many different things. But yeah, I really felt like you're committing to something new. The keys crossed here, that symbolizes a doorway. It's like you're walking through a new doorway. The same with these two pillars here. That can symbolize you like crossing a threshold. But I just really feel like, this is a general reading, so it can be different for everyone. But whatever it means for you, it's like you're walking through a new doorway. You're walking through a new path, whether it be spiritual or educational, or just some kind of pivotal point in your life. And it's like a deep commitment. It is like a marriage. There's something going on here on a deeper level, as well as a physical level, which is Pentacles. So yeah. All right, so these are the cards you pulled. Let me move these out the way and let's get into your reading. And we'll go back and read the Beloved message at the end. Okay, so guides, tell me more about group 3 situation. more about their situation. Situation for group 3. Yeah, I keep seeing cups cards. Cups are all about our relationships. So I really feel like there's some kind of relationship involved. And it can be different for everyone, but definitely something about relationships and about security, about your physical reality, and lots of pentacles coming up, which could be physical as in the body. Maybe it's a new relationship with your body, or maybe it's a new commitment to, the way you're living and treating your body. Pentacles can be more than just money, but they're definitely the physical things. So guides situation for group 3. Yeah, this is some kind of new journey for you. The Fool came out. He's the first card, the 0 card in the major arcana. So this is something new for you, something that's requiring you to take a leap of faith. It's to go somewhere you've never been before. It could definitely be a marriage, but I know that's not for everyone. So the card did come out sideways, which was weird. So, I mean, for some of you, it could be a divorce. The Hierophant in reversed is a divorce. So maybe you're embarking on a new relationship with yourself and a new journey ahead after leaving a relationship. This could mean so many different things for different people. All right, so we know it's a new beginning, though, in general for everyone. So what's the obstacle to overcome here, guys? The obstacle. Pentacles again. So you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is the heaviest knight in the deck. He's like the slowest moving knight. So it's saying this is going to be a gradual process. There's going to be a lot of slow growth. Whenever I see this card, I think about underneath the soil, there's all these seeds that are germinating, getting ready to grow and just burst through the earth and rise to the surface. So it's a lot of internal struggle ahead and just slow progress. But it's like knowing even if you don't see growth on the surface, that things are still happening. Things are still growing. You're still progressing, growing, changing. It's just hidden beneath the surface. So it's a card of hard work and a message, to keep going, and that this is going to be, it's going to be, a real impactful and beautiful change for you, whatever this is. Okay, guys, so that's the obstacle. What's going to help them overcome this obstacle? Yeah, I mean, if it is a marriage, it does take a lot of work. If it's a commitment to a new spiritual path, that as well will take a lot of work, a lot of discipline. Same with like an education program. Just a new path in general that takes a lot of discipline and work and focus. All right, so what's going to help, guys? What's going to help them on this path ahead? Yeah, so you got the 5 of Pentacles again with Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which is all about releasing a scarcity mindset. So releasing that, those thoughts and feelings and things that make you, give you a low sense of self-worth and make you feel like, you're not good enough, or you don't have enough, or you can't attain what you want. If you look at the figures on this card, they're really beat up. They're out in the cold. They're standing outside of a church, but they can't find the door. So it's like, just feeling left out in the cold, feeling kind of alone and isolated and just on hard times. So it came up in reverse. That's just saying, release these self-limiting beliefs, release these scarcity mindset, inherited beliefs that maybe aren't yours and maybe you don't even know you have, but they're limiting you. So it's saying, don't bring that with you on this new journey. Release that. And that's going to really help you overcome the painful, slow growth that's going to come with this. Anything else that's going to help them on the path ahead, guys? Anything else? More messages? Yeah, the sun reverse, which is all about like releasing that pessimistic view of things. It's like not looking at the what's going wrong. It's like don't look at what's going wrong or the hardship. It's like look at the bright sun. See the light in everything. Look at things with the eyes of a child. Life's just a journey. There's always ups and downs, you know. It's like embracing, that's what the Two of Pentacles is. It's all about embracing the flow of life. It's embracing the ebbs and the flows. It's like knowing that even when things get tough, that they're going to get easier. It's like the sun always rises. Life's in cycles. When I saw this for the first time, I really thought about cycles, you know? What else, guys? What else? What else is going to help this group? Any additional advice or information for group 3? Queen of Swords. So definitely setting strong boundaries, strong personal boundaries. That's what the Queen of Swords does. See how she's holding her sword? She's like, she's got strong boundaries within herself. And then, you know, I'm just noticing the butterflies on her crown. This, whatever this new journey is, this new commitment that you're embarking on, it's very transformative. It's, and that's why it's kind of like the Knight of Pentacles, not looking at things on the surface, because you're probably a caterpillar right now and you're going to transform into this beautiful butterfly. So don't be in a hurry. Enjoy the journey, enjoy the ride, enjoy the journey. But have strong boundaries, because you're going to need that with whatever you're doing right now. It's going to help you. Let's read the beloved message in the Mary Magdalene Oracle guidebook. I just love her eyes. They're so piercing. I love all the blue in this card. I'll hold it up while I read. It says, your heart is open and full of love, and because of this, magical blessings are drawn to you. If you're single, a loving relationship will soon be formed, which will transform your life. Wow. So just like I said, and yeah, with the butterfly imagery, this relationship, if you're single, a loving relationship will soon be formed, which will transform your life. Wow. If you're already in a relationship, this is about to deepen, and it will be transformed in some way. Wow. So the message is the same, whether you're in a relationship or whether you're single. Your relationship will be formed, or it will deepen, and it will transform you. It says, love is a timeless state through which all is spiritually interconnected. You will soon feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for life through your relationship with your beloved. Valuable insights are gained, and you each bring out the best in one another. How beautiful. And then it says, love is the gateway to an endless universe, where the light of a billion stars forever glows through one eternal spirit. Wow. Yes, again, so like the marrying of the masculine and feminine, the one eternal spirit. Wow, this is going to be a powerful time for you, very transformative time. Well, that's all I have for you, group 3. I hope this gave you some clarity or encouragement or peace on your journey ahead. And if you like this video, please give me a like. If you enjoyed the reading or if any of the messages resonated, please share the video with others and subscribe to my channel for more. And I will see you next week. Thank you.